some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Alabama's offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So,
turning it on! And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to...
Throws toward the end zone. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So Illinois' offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Got him downfield. Racing to the right. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Illinois. He broke away from the defense defense, and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Running into the open space. There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that cover.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being...
Beck's going for the goal line, and he'll hop in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And they'll try to tack on 2. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is denied, and they will not be able to lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his own 20. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. You got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6. Breaks into the open. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Illinois, after that big gainer, might want to see if that works again.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. This offense needs to put together a scoring drive to keep up, trailing 14-6.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
He'll pull it down and run. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on.
Looking for a huge play. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Throws to the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Picked off.
Hello, I'm Desmond Howard, and welcome to College. Crimson Light Show has brought us to the main event of the evening here in Titletown, and what a game we have in store. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team from the American, the UAB Blazers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started.
looking for daylight from inside his 20. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The Blazers offense will have the football first. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
From the gun, give on the inside. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Soft spot in the middle. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Shoots it to the left. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down. Now it's second and long. Back to pass. It's Kitna. The short hands. It's Hooks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Blazers headed quickly to the line. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. He wants to throw it again. He's moving out of the pocket. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the PI penalty costs the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air, it's Simpson. Lets it fly. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Now improvising. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the...
Unleashes one deep. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. So they gamble on fourth down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
Fourth and long. I mean, what just fourth and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? Fourth down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fires to the end zone. Flags it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Alabama pushing the tempo. With jet sweep pass. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The finisher and the exclamation point on that drive. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Looking to throw, it's Kitna. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. On third and long, the blitz pretty much puts the offense out of its misery with the sack.
Yeah, and it's so tough for the offensive line when you get in these situations and you know all these fast athletes are going to be getting after the quarterback. Who's coming, who's not coming. This is why you try to stay out of third and longs because bad things happen.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Extending the play. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep that earlier sack. Finds his man. It's Bernard. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Forced out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop it at the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Kitna. Here's the pressure. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Blazers will try to pin them back with the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Got room to work. Fights off the defender. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man open. There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Offense set on 1st down. The snap sets up to throw. Fires downfield. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Leaves it with the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Fires into the end zone. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a 1st down for this offense. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. This is a designed run. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UAB. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires left. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down.
Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
And they'll knock him down in the backfield for a loss of yardage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Now he's going to break the pocket. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UAB.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little... Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Gets away. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long...
He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And this offense is either married to their analytics of going for it on fourth down, or they don't know you can punt. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Blazers will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Kitna. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards. And
Gonna let it fly. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Looking left. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Flips it out on the screen. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Unloads to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot.
Converts on 4th down, still going. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. To the air, it's Kitna. Got it in the middle, it's Milner. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Blazers want to move quickly. Quarterback on the keeper. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. Loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like...
There he goes! They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Looking downfield, it's Kitna. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line, it's Jackson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. He'll keep it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game. Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Blazers moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Kitna. That's caught. It's Milner. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Blazers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Runs through a tackle.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Keeps looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself.